Imagine coming home after a long day. You walk through the door, head straight to the kitchen, and grab your favorite snack from the fridge without a second thought. It's natural, right? This is your home after all. Now, the simple act of opening the fridge and taking what you need without asking permission is a perfect picture of what it feels like to be a rightful heir, a true child in the household of God. In the Bible, Galatians 4:7 says, "So you are no longer a slave, but God's child. And since you are his child, God has made you also an heir." This verse isn't just poetry, it's a declaration of our status. As children of God, we don't hover on the doorstep, uncertain of our welcome. We have free access to his abundance, just like children in their own home. But how often do we approach God as if we're merely visitors, timid and unsure, asking permission for every little thing, or worse, afraid to ask at all? Contrast that with how Jesus describes our approach in Matthew 7:11. "If you then, though you are evil, know how to give good gifts to your children, how much more will your Father in heaven give good gifts to those who ask him?" Our Heavenly Father is not just any parent. He is an epitome of love and generosity. Just as a loving parent provides for their child's need, from essential school books to the occasional treats, our Father desires to give us both what we need and things that bring us joy. The key is in the asking and the trusting. Like children who are asked, believing their parents will provide, we too must have faith. Now, let's talk about the power of believing. There's a beautiful parable in Luke 11 about persistence in asking. It teaches us that when we ask, seek, and knock with the assurance of being God's heirs, the doors will open. We're not questioning if, but when our request will be granted. That's the confidence of an heir. So, I ask you today, how do you approach God? As an heir or as a stranger? Do you live with the assurance that you belong in his house, confident in your place at his table? Or are you hesitating on the threshold, unsure of your welcome? I encourage you to reflect on this and step into the entire identity and privilege of being a child of God. It's time to live fully in the kingdom promised to us.